This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We talk a lot about red flags in relationships, like things to avoid, warning signs, you know the gist. But what if we focused more on green flags instead? Like the qualities that make friendships, dating, and even our personal growth feel life-giving. If you're not sure what those green flags look like or how to embody them yourself, therapy can help. I love therapy. Truly, it has been one of the most clarifying, helpful things in my life. And the beauty of BetterHelp is that it's fully online, making it affordable and easy to fit in with your life, no matter how busy you are. With over 30,000 therapists, you can find one that really gets you. And if you ever feel like switching, it's no problem. It's super simple and free to do. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/realtalkrachel today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/realtalkrachel. Now let's get back to the show. Hello, happy Friday. I hope you all are having the best week ever and you have something fun, exciting planned for the weekend. Hey, I'm Rachel and these are and also episodes. Very fun, very unfiltered, off the cuff. Just a peek through the behind the scenes of my life and what I'm learning. And it is called and also because I feel like I always forget to say something in my normal episodes that are on Wednesday, which are the full length, fully produced, really fun ones as well. So I like these a lot because, as you know, voice messages are something I send to my friends all the time. And I've sent a lot of them this past week. Most of them have been ones that are inspired by a retreat that I just went on and just led at Smith Lake, Alabama. It was 2 weeks ago? I got home about a week ago from it, and it was a week-ish long, sort of. But anyways, it is for an online community that I founded with my friend Emily back in the summer called Rally, and it is an online community membership for female entrepreneurs that love Jesus to basically be able to come together, rally, champion, encourage, support, challenge each other. And it has brought me so much life. One of the requests that all these women made were, gosh, we want to meet together in person so badly. And so we created an opportunity for a retreat that we just hosted. This is the retreat that I'm talking about. At this retreat, we were so wanting to build something that was mind, soul, body, fully whole for them. We didn't just want it to be like a mastermind retreat. We didn't want it to just be a relaxed retreat. I was like, there's got to be ways to do components of all. And I think that there were, and I think that they were done really well based on feedback. One of the things that we had them do, though, is something I wanted to share with you because this exercise could very possibly change the way that you're thinking about yourself, about your future, about where you've been and where you want to go. And I want to share it with you. Again, could be groundbreaking. This could be the thing that changes the ways that you operate, behave, sign up for habits, and unsubscribe from weird thoughts. This is it, okay? Because it did this for me, and it did this for other women too that I've connected with since retreat. We encouraged the women that came after one of the sessions that we did to write a letter to their future self. And the idea was we got stationery out for them, old school, write a letter, okay? Grab old school stationery with a pen, write your future self a letter. And it can be something like, hey, I'm so proud of us that we made it through what I'm currently walking through as I'm writing this. Or it could be hey, if you're in a strange season, I want you to be able to borrow the faith of me, your current you, because this season is freaking phenomenal. And you can kind of gauge what you need and based off of where you are and where you can foresee yourself going. You can remind her of truth, so you can remind her of what this current you wants to be honored as she moves forward. Just a very, very cool, practical, reflective exercise that I want to start practicing more often. It reminded me of journaling, but I don't journal to myself. I kind of journal out into a void. Sometimes they come out like prayers, and sometimes they just come out literally Dear Diary. I don't know, but this was specifically to your future self. Here's why I think it works. Well, and then I'll give you another practical to this and the how to close the loop on the letter. So the practical part, maybe I should start with practical. Okay, so once you write the letter, you then will put it in an envelope, you'll seal it up, and you have a few choices here. You can either give it to a friend and say, hey, put this in the mail on a given random day when you feel led. You could also hide it somewhere in your home that you know that you're probably not going to find for a while to give yourself some time to forget it even exists. So like maybe bottom of your sock drawer. So like next time you're randomly cleaning out your socks and matching all of the unmatched ones, you find it. Or maybe it's way back in a cabinet. So maybe if you're ever moving out of your home, you find it. Or maybe, you get the gist, right? Like you just kind of put it in a place that gives you room to forget about it, so that one day when you do find it, it feels very divine, very providential, and you can allow those words to just bless you. So that's so cool. Here's why this works, especially if you're doing this with just the company of the Holy Spirit and asking the Holy Spirit, like, would you prompt me? Like, would you give me the discernment of what I may need to put in this note? I think the coolest part about being a believer and doing life with Jesus is that he gave us in Acts the opportunity and the gift to do life with him through the Holy Spirit. Like literally unzipped us and put the Holy Spirit inside of us and zipped us back so that we could be close to him, confronted by him, comforted by him, like just honestly do life with him very, very closely. Like the voice of truth literally living inside of us. How cool is that? So the cool thing is that it doesn't take you writing a letter to yourself to be able to encounter a moment with the Holy Spirit. But what I will say is that when you do something that feels set aside, that feels anointed, that literally you're going old school, grabbing pen and paper, really neat stuff starts happening. A shift starts happening because you are undistracted, because you're giving your attention and your affection towards really letting the Lord speak through you. And how often do we do that in our busy lives? Not much, if I'm honest with you. So allow this be an exercise that you use to bless you now, bless your future self. Oh, I hope you do it. I hope you do it with us. I'm so excited. We are actually going to be mailing the ones that the women at the retreat wrote on a given random day. That's how we are doing it. So yeah, I can't wait to hear if y'all do this, what you write, and when you find it. You gotta report back.